Hello, my name is Diki Bintoro and I will tell something for you all. One of the goals focus of the Sustainable Development Goals by the United Nations is to create a labor-intensive industrial environment to foster economic growth, especially in developing countries. But the challenge arises in realizing it. The challenge is automation or industrial revolution. As we know that today is the fourth revolution industry era. As we know that the productivity of machine or robotic power is greater or more massive than human productivity. This automation are majority related by the garment and the automotive industry. The cheap labor factor is no longer a guarantee to avoid automation. Automation tends to be more related to the manufacturing sector because in this sector, the machine is more widely used. According to an article released by the International Labour Organization in 2016, it was stated that about 56% of Indonesia workforce is at risk of losing their job due to automation. For example, you know that Foxconn, it was a electronic producer, has reduced employee strength from 110,000 to 50,000 and replacing them with robot. They claim that robot has long-term advantage than using human employees. I have done some qualitative research on this subject and I found that both producer and labor are very support in this case, but each of them mentioned the things that need to be paid attention to the case. Manufacturers are burdened by the cost factor because to invest in machinery requires a lot of capital. Meanwhile, labor is burdened by skill factor because if qualification ability of labor cannot compete with the machine or robotic power, then forced human labor becomes marginalized and will ultimately impact on increasing unemployment. The governments need to intercede incidents like this. By the way, now the fact is our government is focusing on maximize vocational education activities for prospective workers and improving skill by job training center for workers who have been directly affected by the automation. Actually, there are many labor have been transformed from manufacturing into other sectors like services, trading, or many other which is it's not directly impacted of automation. But the transfer of labor from the manufacturing sector to the service sector is not a long-term answer to this problem. Indeed, it can be an alternative in reducing employment, but it requires a more complex adaptation period than just doing job training by job training center. And what do you think about this automation? See you on the next video.